The Whitney M. Young Jr. Award honors architects and organizations that champion a range of social issues, including affordable housing, minority inclusion, and access for persons with disabilities. It celebrates the legacy of the late civil rights leader, Whitney M. Young Jr., who challenged the architectural profession to assume its responsibility toward current social issues. Our recipient this year is more than deserving of this honor because of her career-long dedication to bringing design to underserved communities and to making design education and education in general inclusive and accessible to all. This video will show just a few of the reasons why Ivenue Love-Stanley is this year's recipient of the Whitney M. Young Jr. Award.
Ivenue has a strong sense of social responsibility.
She has made a permanent impact in Atlanta and the Southeast.
A very positive role and leadership in the profession.
She has a very loyal, kind, supportive, giving spirit.
It's all of the things that she does for battered women, for homeless children, and for neighborhoods in Atlanta that would have been gentrified. So wherever there's a need that she can touch, she's done that. They're all very purposeful undertakings. And to be a person of purpose, I think, is the highest calling in your life.
She is very committed to her church.
Ivenue's faith has really guided her to really look at historic preservation of churches and to really be engaged in using her design skills to create spiritual sanctuaries.
Ivenue is a perfect professional, a perfect role model.
And I am very grateful that she is being recognized for the work that she has done, that she's been doing for decades.
Ivenue was the first African-American woman to graduate in architecture at Georgia Tech and the first African-American woman to be licensed in the Southeast.
I really admire the struggle that she went through to become an architect.
Ivenue had to fight battles every day, so it didn't come easy. But I have to take my hat off to her, but she persevered.
She just quietly pursued her ambition.
And she did it with style and grace. A role model that lets young professionals see what they can achieve.
She's a person who's achieved and is willing to pay forward all of her achievements.
She is an advocate for those in underserved areas.
She has really tried to have African American and other minority communities have a place at the table so that design can actually improve their conditions.
She's done a wonderful job in teaching women the skill of working in your community.
You can see the vision of her work in almost every educational institution in the city of Atlanta.
She is a change agent, and I'm telling you, she is tenacious. If she commits to something, it is going to get done at a level of excellence that is second to none.
I've come to know Ivenue as a very strong, quiet leader.
But when you look over her lifespan, she's touched everything where she could make a difference for those who don't have a voice in this society.
She understands that you can't lead unless you're willing to serve.
She's always working. She's always looking for the opportunity to assist and to help and to move an organization or the life of an individual forward.
Ivenue Love-Stanley has committed herself through her practice and her tireless engagement to helping the profession better represent the society architects serve. I am proud to present the Whitney M. Young Jr. Award to the remarkable Ivenue Love-Stanley, FAIA. Thank you.
Good morning. I am the third of 4 daughters of Charlie and Maddie Love. I was born in a public housing project in Meridian, Mississippi. Excuse my nerves here, I'm sorry. I am the product of Meridian's segregated public school system in which I excelled academically and won a full scholarship to Millsaps College, graduating in 3 years with a degree in mathematics. What I am today, I owe to my mother and father. They are both unlettered math prodigies. Let me explain. Daddy had the ability to figure out quadratic equations in grade school, but had to leave school to join the Navy during World War II. He returned from the war to graduate and complete 1 year at a junior college. He eventually ran the print shop at the Naval Air Station by day and served as their bartender at the Officers Club by night. In addition to that, he ran a very successful catering business on the side. He was the consummate entrepreneur. I learned a lot about running a successful service business from observing my dad. My mother, the eldest of 8 children, was able to add multiple columns of figures in her head. Mom was forced to leave school in the 10th grade to contribute to her family's meager income and assist with the care of her younger siblings. Mom had a natural mathematical ability, but with 4 small children, college was not a reality. She nevertheless was an excellent bookkeeper and longtime finance committee member at our church. As one of the first students to desegregate Millsaps College, I had an epiphany, or maybe you could call it a brain freeze. In my 3rd year, I decided not to pursue a career in medicine, but consider architecture as my life's work. There was something incredibly alluring about the process of creating on a grand scale. Immediately upon graduating from college, I headed straight to Georgia Tech to study architecture. While a 21-year-old freshman at Tech, I was given the opportunity to intern with an architectural firm. I worked 30 hours a week while attending classes as a full-time student. I will forever be indebted to a wonderful Southern gentleman who had little in common with me, did not look like me, but was willing to take the chance on me. That firm had never had a female professional until I came. How many of you today realize how absolutely important it is that young people be afforded internships as well as permanent positions in your firms? I, for one, will continue to advocate for change. I want to simply ask you to search your souls and honestly ask the question, is this profession what you really want it to be? There is such a scarcity of minorities and women in key leadership positions at the major architectural firms in the country. It is astounding. I would suggest that we start by aggressively increasing the minority enrollment at major schools of architecture. Then, aggressively work to increase the representation of minorities and female faculty members. Then, shore up the entrance-level programs at junior colleges and provide support to historically Black universities and colleges, which are the paths that so many choose to travel. These improvements are long overdue. Although women make up an increasingly larger percentage of students in the country's School of Architecture, the number of female professionals who eventually enter the practice pales by comparison. We still have a lot to do in our own profession and within the Institute as well. We stand to lose an entire generation if we do not act fast. This profession has made an indelible impact upon my life. It has taken me to places and exposed me to people that I would never have imagined, and for that I am grateful. As I accept this award, I would like to first thank God for sustaining me on this journey. It has not always been easy. I would like to recognize my family. My sister Riola and Philip are here today to support me. My friends and colleagues for their love and support. And to my husband, William J. Stanley III, FAIA, and the Chancellor of the College of Fellows for being my biggest cheerleader. And I would like to thank the Board of Directors of the AIA, the selection jury, and my sponsor, Walter Street. I am honored to receive this award. I will cherish it forever.